EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New York Jets and the Houston Gunners. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty is going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now it's Freeman. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. The numbers for Freeman a week ago. 11 carries, 56 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football. Give it to him early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
Darnold completes it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, New York.
Darnold now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the... And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Love now to pass on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
This is Freeman. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Darnold from the red zone now. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Jets are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense. That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. They'll look to run with Freeman. And this time he is in. Yes. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets will extend their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cannon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6. That's the end of the first quarter with the score.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run with Cannon. Space to maneuver at the 40. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First down, going to the air with Love. Got a man, that's Allison. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. On the screen, this is Cannon. He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate.
Complete to number 23.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
The Jets, 38-yard line.
Love looking to throw it. To the left side, it's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26.
Normally, you see three tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Again, the ball carrier. Tackled back at the 33-yard line.
Second down, Love. And this one is incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Love from the gun.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Gambling tight, but he comes up empty here. And the Jets are going to get the football back.
It's a turnover on downs.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. Now the throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Number 36.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And the Jets first down.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Running over the middle by Grant. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
It's a gain of 20.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That catch good for only a couple.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. To the air again, Darnold. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Grant. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Darnold to throw again. It's complete to Grant. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. From 17 yards out. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston set to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now a second down throw for Love here. Gets it to his running back, Cannon. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st and 10, Love. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. This Jets offense heading back out there now, led by Sam Darnold. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
36 on the carry. He was brought down at the 26. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
So we've reached half. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
21. Gunners 7.
So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First down and 10.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Cannon. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 3rd down, Love.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Working out of the gun. Love. As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Grant. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the 2nd half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now out comes Houston. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. First down, Love to pass. Full left side complete. That's Cannon.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To the air again, Love. And that's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it. To a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run. This is Cannon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Terry. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why we're trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing. Love. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Again, it's Love. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Cannon. And he'll go out of bounds It's inside the 15-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
To throw on 3rd down. Love. And this time will be intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Jets on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Freeman again. And he's got room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
It's a gain of 9.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7.
At the 7-yard line.
Darnold from the gun. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2. And that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Houston set to take over. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get stopped.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up third down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the screen, this is Cannon. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Desperation time here. Love on fourth down. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
First down, going to the air with Love. This is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up third and 2.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They go bootleg. Love. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
And incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Pass to the ground and incomplete. Brings up third down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Intended for number 86. Incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. One last shot now for Love. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're going to be he's set up down around the 15-yard line. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all